What is going on, everyone, and welcome once again to PSMBS Cinema Edition, episode 13. Am I right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's episode 13. Chat, if I'm wrong, you know what's up. I'll go back and look at it. This is live. This is what we do. I'm your host, Lex Miller, RTX Lex, the truck driving simulator himself, former gamer, but maybe not for long. All right, on today's show, we're going to react to that Thor trailer. We're going to react to that Mission Impossible trailer because Tom Cruise is all over the place and he's the boss. He can do whatever he wants. He can drop as many trailers, as many things as he wants because he's the boss.
Back to back.
Exactly.
Back to back.
Nobody's going to tell him what to do.
Right.
Right. And then we're going to go through our top 5 comic book movies of all time.
Tough.
All right. And then we're going to have some weekend picks. We got some reactions. So we're not going to do the bring your own trailer today. But before all that, let me introduce my guest. And maybe guests. We'll see today. Big Laser Shark couldn't make it, but Yeti might be on call as usual.
Yeah.
But
before
good. All that, let me introduce the man himself.
Yo,
the Almighty.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Hey, it's been a good week, man. I watched 2 movies over the weekend.
Okay.
First one, I don't think it's gonna be a big surprise. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Disney Plus.
All right.
Real good watch. If you like the whole Easter egg movie with a bunch of nostalgic moments, it's a good movie, man. It's a good watch. It's not, it's not something that would be like, oh, it should have been in a movie theater. It's not anything groundbreaking. It had its moments. Writing is okay. Nothing crazy. Effects are good. I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Okay. Another movie, second movie I watched for the weekend was a surpriser.
Oh.
Morbius.
Oh, you went ahead and pushed the button on Morbius.
Yeah. Now, I went in it knowing that, the critics tore it apart.
Right.
And I didn't see the movie that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't
critics,
horrible.
you know.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like I think they were just picking on this movie a little bit too much, man. I've seen worse.
Okay.
And like I said, I actually finished watching it actually wanting to see more. I actually dig the character. So we'll see. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a vampire lover, so maybe
that's
I don't
the
know.
thing. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it right now. I just been kind of going through other stuff, which I'll talk about after you're done. But I'm gonna see it though.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be on streaming platforms for the masses pretty soon. I thought I just saw it. I think it's coming to Paramount or Peacock. Whatever Venom is on, that's where it's going.
Okay.
That's it for me, man.
I think it could be HBO Max, but I think it might be Paramount.
I'm Googling it right now.
Yeah. It might be. I think I've had a pretty good. I've watched a few. I've been, watching Strange New Worlds, which is amazing. I always wondered, like when the show started, the first 2 episodes, I'm like, man, they're not really featuring number 1, Rebecca Romaine. I'm like, she does her parts, man. She was great in Mystique, and she's done a few movies here and there. I think she's underutilized, and she this last episode was dedicated to her. So she had the full screen time. I'm like, good, man, because they were dedicating the first couple episodes to like other members of the crew. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what about the first officer? She's like, if the captain goes, she's in command. She's supposed to be this badass. And there's a lot of history about her character, which I'm not going to get into right now, but maybe in a future episode or when the series gets a little deeper or when more of us have watched it. Very interesting lore. Let's just say this show is very tied to the original Star Trek. Obviously, it's in that timeline, but they're definitely digging deep into the history of these characters in Star Trek. So that's a good thing. The other movie I watched, because I usually go back and, growing up in the 90s and, late 80s and 90s, you're too young. You're not really aware of, you're doing so many things. You miss a lot of movies. So I kind of like to go back once in a while on weekends and just scroll through and find some of my favorite actors and actresses and find some movies that I missed as a kid. And I found this one movie with John Cusack, and he's one of my favorite actors. I love John Cusack. He did a movie called Gross Point Blank. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No,
Have you heard of it?
no,
Well,
I have not.
do you know who John Cusack is? First of all,
Uh,
he's been in he's been in a lot of romantic comedies in the '90s, late '80s. He was like the guy. He was
okay.
like the guy back then. Yeah, he was the guy. He famously did a scene in the movie where he's holding up the radio.
Oh yes.
John Cusack, that's him.
Got it.
He was like the guy back then when it came to those type of movies, those teen movies and romantic comedies. So this movie is a mixture of, it's not really a romantic comedy. It's kind of like it's an action movie slash, it has a romantic stuff in it, but not too much. It's basically about, he's an assassin, right? And he has a job. His next job, he wants to get out. So his next job is where he grew up in Michigan, right? So it happens to coincide with his high school reunion, right? And there's a chick he's in love with that he wants to see. So he's kind of like, okay, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to kill someone. And I also get to see the woman that I love. Right. He left her hanging at prom.
Right.
He joined the army, became an assassin, all this stuff. So he's like, you know what? The great thing about this movie is, one of the great things is that he's in it. And he has a sister. His sister's in it. His brother directs it. His other sister is also in it. Yes. They're all, basically all of them are in it.
Right.
Right. Either playing small parts, directing, writing, and he produced it.
Right.
So his secretary is like, yeah, go down there, go to your reunion. He's talking to a psychiatrist saying, yeah, man, this and that, whatever. So he goes down there and he sees the woman of his dreams. I don't know if you know Minnie. There's a Minnie Driver, I think her name was. She was like the it girl in the late 80s, in the early 90s. She did a lot of movies with Matt Damon and stuff like that. A lot of those romantic. She was like the it girl.
I'm looking at her right now.
Yeah, she was the it girl back then. Beautiful girl. So she's a radio DJ and she's doing all this stuff. And long story short, man, it's very cool. But the one thing that I didn't know that was a fun fact that I had to look up was there is a fight scene in this movie that is known to be very good. It's like a very pure, visceral fight scene. You wouldn't think of it watching this movie, but John Cusack it takes kickboxing. He's studying kickboxing for years.
Right.
His teacher is Benny Jett. He's one of the greatest kickboxing masters of all time. Right. Okay. And that was his teacher. And his teacher played the villain in the movie. And they had a scene together where they were fighting.
Right.
And that scene is awesome. Look it up. Gross Point Blank, John Cusack. It is, because back then the fight scenes in the 90s were like fake and exaggerated and cheesy. Yeah. This one was like, you can tell it was two kickboxers going at it.
And
you see John Cusack and you're like, this guy was John Wick before John Wick. Because he's doing guns, he's doing fighting. Yo, like
so he set the tone.
Yeah, man. And this was back then. This movie's pretty good. Actually a pretty good movie. Roddy, what's up? So anyways, I watched that. I enjoyed it thoroughly. That's in my recommended.
Gotcha.
It's a fun movie. High school reunion stuff is always cool, especially when you're out of high school and you think about it and stuff like that. That's always good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's it. My son is rewatching Sonic 2 because it's on Paramount Plus. I surprised him today. So he's into that right now. And I think this week I'm going to see Top Gun. I'm waiting, and I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic.
It's Friday, right? Friday, right?
Yes, this Friday. The 27th.
It's a lot of good stuff, man. You can go watch Top Gun, come home, put on Netflix, start that, or Disney Plus, start that.
Yeah.
A lot going on this weekend.
Yeah, for this weekend is big. But yeah, so other than that, anything else you got for anything you saw, or you're good?
No, that's it, man. That was it, man.
All right. So
Chip and Dale and Morbius.
My son saw Chip and Dale with my wife. They saw it. I couldn't. It wasn't for me right now. Not right now.
Do you know who's in it though? Do you know what kind of Sonic is in that movie?
Yeah, the old Sonic, like that
was crazy.
Freaking, yeah. I saw bits and pieces.
Okay.
And I said, because it's in the house, I can't escape it. But I wasn't in the mood at that point because I was
Right,
kind of
right.
working on
I
other
just couldn't
things.
believe that they put that in there. Like they put that in there. Like,
I
dude, is
like
it?
the premise that
Yeah,
I saw the whole beginning where they grew up. They
yeah,
went to school, and this guy was whatever, and he went to go see him. I like that.
yeah,
It gave me Roger Rabbit vibes with the
yeah,
whole
for
live
sure, for
action.
sure.
And it's amazing seeing that and seeing how good Roger Rabbit still looks.
Right.
Like you see this now and you're like, wow, it looks great, but damn, it's damn near close to Roger Rabbit, and that was like a while ago. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
I like the premise. I like the premise. I like the
Yeah, the
story.
premise is cool. I'm glad they had the Rescue Rangers. I was a little worried it was just gonna focus on Chip and Dale,
Right.
but Gadget, Zipper. You
And
know
then
what I'm
like
saying?
what they're doing now, like
Yeah.
cheese.
That's cool. I mean, like I said, I saw bits and pieces. I'll probably go
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
see it when I'm in the mood. I'm
Definitely
kind
check
of
it out, man.
right now. I got
Just
the
to
Need
see
for
how much
Speed.
Easter eggs.
Right now, I got the Need for Speed, man.
I got
Tom
you.
Cruise
I got you.
is that's my boy right there. So, anyways, two trailers
Yes,
that
let's
caught
get
my
into it.
attention. The Marvel Studios Thor: Love and Thunder trailer came out.
Okay.
Agreed. I can't wait. So let's go ahead and check that one out. Let me go ahead and set that up. I have not seen this trailer. I've been avoiding social media for many reasons, like the
Same.
plague.
I haven't seen any trailer, and I guess nobody's been barking about it. So
All right, so let's check it out. Hopefully, we won't get taken down.
yeah, if we get shut down, we'll be back, guys.
Now, let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey.
Whoa.
Well, he got in shape. He went from dad bod to god bod. And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Ooh, spoke too soon.
Jane? The old ex-girlfriend.
What's it been like 3-4 years?
8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, give or take.
Give or take.
My sensing feelings.
Well, you're right.
The only ones who gods care about is themselves.
So this is my vow. All gods will die.
Hey,
Okay.
no more blockbuster.
Oh.
What you did back there.
He's just my first bad guy.
You never forget your first.
You are not like the other gods of kill.
You have something worth fighting for.
Let's see who you are. I take off your disguise. And flick.
What?
Oh,
Flick too hard, damn it!
What?
Should we help him? And eventually, great.
I'm done.
Whoa. Okay. That was great.
Different.
Great. It was
liked
different.
it.
Yeah. No, it was good.
liked it.
Gore. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about that. I didn't know what to expect. I just saw Christian Bale and I was like, okay, I know the character is going to be great and the acting and all that stuff. The look, I didn't know what to expect. We'll see. But I it's Christian Bale. I mean, come on. This is like he's chilling. He's gonna kill it. And Russell Crowe, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it. I mean, there's no it's gonna be crazy. It looks good. We'll see. And that was that.
He was ugly as hell in the cartoons, King. What are you talking about, man? Look at this man right now, man. He's ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they wanted to do. I think I'm good. I don't need to see any more.
Just wait for July.
Yeah,
Month and
just wait for the July.
Month and some change.
But I'll tell you what. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I don't know. But for some reason, I am more excited for this next trailer than I was for the Thor trailer. I mean, maybe because it's the first trailer.
No, I would agree. Maybe because we've gotten. I mean, Marvel movies are coming in such a pace that it's like we're just used to something Marvel coming every 6 months or every 3 months.
Yeah,
this right here, this is something we don't get every 6 months. We don't get this every 2 years. We don't get this every 3 years.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So let's check out the Mission Impossible. It says Part 1, Dead Reckoning, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, Part 1. I don't know what they mean by that.
We got half the movie.
Yeah, we're getting half the movie.
It's a short film.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see.
It's 2 minutes. Ooh, they're giving us a lot. Part 1. Let's see. Official trailer.
Already. The cinematography.
Yeah, you can see it.
Look at that.
Look at all the panning.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go take a trip, watch this with my pops.
Ooh, I love that shot.
The concept.
They got the crew, baby.
Of right and wrong for everyone for centuries to come. You're fighting to save an ideal that doesn't exist. Never did. You need to pick a side.
Oh my God. This looks so good. Oh Lord.
Oh, next year.
Oof, that's gonna be so awesome.
You hear the music. You already know.
Yep. Damn, that looks so good.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's some Uncharted shit. Oh,
Let's
hell
go.
yeah. Hell yeah, Tom. Hell yeah. Damn, dog. I mean, damn, that's so good.
Possible Dead Reckoning. Part 1.
Part
So
one.
I'm guessing it's saying Dead Reckoning Part 1. So is this the last Mission Impossible?
I don't know.
Because obviously you could tell they're breaking it into 2 parts. You're going to get Dead Reckoning Part 1, and then we're going to have to wait maybe a year or 2 and then get Dead Reckoning Part 2. And every time I've ever seen in movies, they do a Part 1, Part 2 is when they're trying to squeeze out on the last movie, like Harry Potter. They did the Part 1, Part 2 to end that, trilogy or whatever, how many Harry Potter movies came out.
I mean, yeah.
Every time they break out things like that, Part 1, Part 2, it always tells me it must be the end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I think, how is he going to one up himself? He keeps one upping himself every film. He is the last. He is probably. I saw an interview with him. Yeah, right. They always do. They always do. I like this one.
Came right on. Came on it, man. Came on it.
Yeah. I'll say this. I saw an interview with Tom Cruise today because he's on the Top Gun promoting tour.
Right.
And they talked about the original Top Gun, and they said, "How did you get that role?" And they were trying to get him. He said they were trying to get him for a whole year, and he did Risky Business and he did Legend and stuff like that. He was doing other movies. When they finally got him, he had not demands, but he had like a plan. He was 20 years old when he did that movie.
Okay. So just to let you know, yes, So part 1's dropping in 2023. Part 2 is dropping in 2024, and it is the last confirmed film in the series.
Okay, there you go.
So that's it.
I mean, I figured. I mean, after that, I don't know what
It's
the hell
gonna,
he's
if
gonna
this is man. I don't know what I'm more geek. Man,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm more geek for this.
I'm ready for this weekend, and I'm ready for I'm ready for more Tom Cruise. But anyways, he said at 20 years old, okay, he was already letting him know, okay, I'll do it, but this is only like early in his career.
Right.
He's like, but I want to be on the cutting room floor. I want to have input in decisions. Already, he was
knew.
at that level where he was like, yo, like, and the guy was like, wow, at 20, he was like, and Tom Cruise is like, listen, I'm a very intense, focused, demanding guy. Like, that's what I need. That's what I want. And I knew I wanted that. That's crazy.
Right,
so
at
early
20.
in his career to know at 20. So early in his career to
when
know.
When you're great, you're
That's
just
what
gonna
I'm saying.
you're gonna do
He
things
knew.
that's not. Yeah, you just know.
I mean, it's crazy. He is Keanu has had a renaissance, in the action genre. He's got his thing going. But I'm telling you, man, Tom Cruise is the guy.
Oh my god!
What is Fast? There's another Fast and the Furious movie.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't keep up.
No.
with
What
that.
I'm saying, it's freaking the original. I think director quit. Like The Rock says he's never doing another Fast and Furious. Like this movie.
Yeah,
that
type of news you
franchise.
can't.
Franchise is over with, man.
I mean, I don't know how much is it making money. Is it still relevant? I have
Yeah,
no idea.
it makes money. Obviously, it makes money, but I don't know why people go watch it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Every time a Fast and Furious comes out, it's one of those things like I kind of want to go watch it, but I have to tell myself, don't do it, Trav. Do not do it. Stop.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I've seen the trailers. I kind of know what's going on. I keep seeing this clip that they put in the, when you're going through channels and stuff like that. I see this clip with Ludacris and Tyrese in a car in space.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm cool.
Like, remember, like, think of my perspective.
Bro.
I'm coming from the original Fast and Furious, which is the only one I've seen.
Which is the only one you need to see. You don't need to see any more.
I haven't seen any other one, right?
Right.
Any other one. And then not even the spinoffs, nothing. And all of a sudden,
spinoff was actually good.
I come back. I don't even come back. I'm just like looking, flipping through the channels, and I see Ludacris and Tyrese in a car in space. I'm like, yo, like what? What? I don't know. Like, I was just like, that was one of those what? Like, I don't even want to know. I just kept
But
walking.
You know what? I listened to a great interview the other day from Tank. If you know who Tank is, one of the best R&B singers out there.
Yeah, I remember Tank.
And in the interview they asked him, how does he feel about the auto-tune singers of today, the people who really can't sing? And his answer was very surprising. He's like, I like them. I need them. Because guess what? When you guys are getting all that auto-tune, the quick music that don't really, once I get on stage and y'all hear my voice, it hit different. Yeah. This is this.
Right.
But when you see Mission Impossible and you just saw that trailer right there with just music, a little bit of words here and there, just some music.
Yeah.
No car in space, no car jumping from one high-rise Dubai building to the next, but some real, what it is, man.
Yeah.
Know what you're getting.
If you know
what you're getting.
Yeah, if you know, he does his stunts, he does all his stuff. So that's him. So you go into the theater. I remember when I saw Fallout, I was freaking out for him. Because some of those scenes were like the car's almost hitting him, and
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Tom, no,
you're over there like,
yeah. So it adds to that realism that it's not just some stunt dude. Now, not to take away from the stunt guys, not to take away from the stars who use stunt men and women.
right?
That's how it's done. That's a whole. I mean, Tom is the exception,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he purposely put himself in the position to be able to be the exception.
Right.
He's in charge, so he doesn't have to go to the insurance company. He doesn't have to do anything. He's the boss. If he wants to jump out of a plane, taking a nosedive with no parachute, and meet a guy halfway with a parachute, he's allowed to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way he's set up, and that only adds to his persona. That's his thing. He has that. He needs that rush. He needs that high. And thank God we get that. Thank God he's safe and he's getting it done, and he's able to do it over and over again. And for the sake of entertainment, for the sake of being a perfectionist, and just that's why these movies are so good, man. Because the passion he has, the passion. When somebody cares about a project, you see it. It's crazy. But anyways, so that was cool. So let's do this.
We're getting some good movies, man. We're getting
Yeah,
Avatar at this end of this year.
Yeah, we are.
And next year, Mission Impossible. All right, man.
Yeah, we gotta have like a. Is there a countdown app for movies? Because I know there's one for games.
There has to be,
because the movies are definitely back, and there's so many we haven't even heard of yet.
Yeah,
I just saw this trailer for this movie Beast with Idris Elba.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard about it.
No.
It's a movie about he goes to, I guess, Africa or whatever, and they're being hunted down by a huge freaking lion. Him and his family. They're trying to survive.
Oh man!
Like the trailer is dope.
That sounds.
I don't know if I should play it, but
sounds good though. Sounds good.
It is amazing. I mean, the trailer was. It just. I think it just came out yesterday.
Was it intense? It was intense.
It came out today. Yeah, it was. It was very, very intense. I'm just gonna play it. And then we'll get into our list.
All right.
Because I think this trailer deserves to be seen.
Highlight. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Idris Elba. I love all he's done. Been a fan of his for a very long time. I want you guys to check this out.
Go back to the calls.
Trailer before the trailer. I don't get it. I still don't get those.
Hey, look out the window.
Welcome to my party, guys.
Oh, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, just mute. Just mute it a little bit. Yeah.
I know when the
they should now come out. They should know about content creators where hey, here's a content creator trailer with no music.
Yes, I'm still trying to.
Because they do that for video game trailers now.
I know it comes off.
Yeah, it has to.
Thing crossing up ahead.
Okay. Right here. There we
Stay
go.
in the car. Okay, just stay in the car. But okay, what's he saying?
Diabolo means devil.
He said the devil's out there.
I've never seen anything like this.
Gabe, what's
good?
Up,
Gabe?
Without eating its prey. Lions
there's a
don't
web.
do it.
Moses said there's a
He's no
website.
lion I've ever seen.
For trailers without music.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think he's talking about just for the countdown thing. Ooh. He gonna crash this shit. You know it.
Breathe. Slow down.
Shh. Buddy, get about that line.
We're in his territory now. It's the law of the jungle.
What's the line from Lion King? Scar?
Scar.
That's what it's Scar.
They've got guns.
Shouldn't be out here.
What are you doing?
I've got to get my girls out of here. I need you to trust me right now. I'm coming back.
Oh, hell. Woo! Oh!
Don't you move, okay?
Glass. Let me know when that's dropping.
It looks good.
Only in theaters, August 19th. All right.
It looks good, man.
Looks real good, man.
It looks good. Looks good. Anyways, all right, let's get into this list.
All right.
This was a tough list because I wanted to do this once and for all because I know we're getting.
Yeah, it was really tough.
into the latter phases of Marvel. But we want to do our top 5 comic book movies, and I guess I'll start.
Why would you go first? You know my list is not gonna be as good as your list.
All right, go ahead. You go first.
let me just get this. Let me rip this Band-Aid off real quick.
I mean, it's no such thing as a bad list. It's your list. It's your list. It's fine. You'll be
True.
Fine.
All right, let me just get through it, man. I'm pretty sure there's only one that's on your list that's going to be on my list.
Okay.
That's going to be, I'll just start right there. Blade.
Okay.
Pretty sure, right? Gotta be.
No.
We talk about, oh, okay. Well, damn, I got it to myself then.
Not top 5.
Now, see, I guess let me preference this list. I could have easily just came in here and just read off the Avenger movies. And I was like, I didn't want to do that. I just feel like I didn't want to do that.
Course,
so my list is like way like B-side when it comes to movies. Like this is like, oh, okay. I didn't, another one, Thor, Ragnarok.
Okay, that was a very good movie. Okay.
The Dark Knight.
Okay. That's on everybody's list.
Right. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, that should be on everybody's list.
And then a surprise one. I didn't even know it was a comic book movie, but it was lightly based off an old comic, Men in Black.
Yes.
So
that was a very good movie.
Yeah.
Very, very good. That's a good list, man. That's your list.
Yeah, it's
good. You're good. All right. You're good, man. I kind of did the same thing. We could have railed Avengers. We could have railed the list of Avengers movies and all that. But I kind of my approach was more because a lot of these movies have sequels that are just as good. That I love a sequel that's a direct continuation. Because if the first movie is so good, why are you going to change everything?
Right.
It has to be a constant. Number 5, I did put Avengers on there because the first time I saw that had never been done like that. So I had to represent.
And it can't be repeated at this point.
Yeah, and it can't be repeated at this point. I mean, everybody can do it after, but that first time you see the full Avengers crew, I think that scene when they're finally together.
Yeah.
And they're realizing, okay, the Hulk is back. Thor is into it now. He's like, yeah, man, I got to take down my brother. And Black Widow, the most underrated Avenger, who basically saved the world almost single-handedly. I told you guys about my why Black Widow is the best Avenger, right?
Oh God.
Okay, just for those of you who are new.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Black Widow is the most important Avenger in the original Avengers movie. The most important. Without her, the Earth is doomed. There's no more Avengers. Number 1, she recruited the Hulk. That's number 1 right there. Nobody else did it. Coulson was like, you got the big guy. You got the big guy. All right, she recruited the Hulk. Number 2, she figured out Loki's plan and let everybody know about it. All right. Number 3, she actually was at the top of the building with the professor, and they figured out how to close the portal with the spear. Remember that part?
Yep. Yeah,
that was her. So if you combine all those 3 things together, and what happened in the other Avengers movie where she sacrificed herself. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it by now. So she's the most important Avenger. Enough said.
Damn. I can't rebuttal that.
That's what I'm saying.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes, if you look at you're distracted by Thor and Hulk and Iron Man's cool and Captain America's great. But if you break it all down to how they got where they got there, no Hulk without her. No Loki's plan without her. And then she closed the portal.
Right.
Everybody else was fighting, exhausted on the floor. Captain America was like, going through it. And she's like, yo, give me like 10 minutes. I'm going to close the portal. That's what she's like, give me 10 minutes. I'm going to close the portal right now and wrap this up. Tony, you got 10 minutes, yo. I'm going to wrap this up. Take that nuke. I'm going to wrap this up. That's what she did.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? The most important character in that movie. Oh. She saved the universe. Anyways. And the whole movie, they were like doubting themselves. Her and Clint were like, man, do we even belong here? I love that aspect of that because, you would ask yourself that. We're like, they're not gods. They're not this. They're just spies.
Right.
But anyways, Avengers number 5. Number 4, this movie is new and it cracked my list because I had never seen anything like it, and it was done so well that I have to give it credit. And I think the majority of the audience agreed, and critics alike, and it was Wonder Woman. Um, I th- I remember when Gal Gadot was cast, nobody wanted her. I don't know if you remember. I'm old enough to remember that, where everybody was like, "Nope, it should be Gina Carano," and whether or not it could be Gina Carano, there were probably external reasons why she couldn't do it. I think they both were kind of new to acting, anyways. They hadn't done much, so I can understand the physicality of Gina Carano, but there's something about Gal Gadot besides the beauty that she brought to Wonder Woman, and this movie captured it. And that scene when they're in no man's land, when she's like telling everybody, "Why aren't we doing anything?" And Chris Pine's like, "Because you just don't. You just get through it. Why aren't we helping these people?" And "We can't. We have a mission. We can't help everybody." And she's like, "Well, I will." You know what I'm saying? That part right there, when she took off the robe and she started walking, taking fire and leading the troops, and everybody saw her and they got inspired. And that was the first time they'd actually seen her in action. They just thought she was a pretty chick hanging out with this guy and stuff like that. But that was the first time they were like, "Oh my God, yeah, she's the real deal." So that scene right there alone did it for me. Number 3 was a highly respected Spider-Man movie, was Spider-Man 2. I think after part one was great because we got to see it on screen. That was the first non-goofy, non-cheesy Spider-Man movie we got, and it was a serious film with serious credibility, serious actors and actresses, and that raised the bar for making these characters like a serious film. We hadn't seen anything like that since Superman and then Batman later. Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock was great. The whole story, everything was well put together with Spider-Man 2. The villain, the struggle of being Peter Parker, the love of his life. I think top to bottom, that movie is flawless. Top to bottom. The whole Aunt May thing, it did its job and then some. Number 2 is a 2-pack, which is when this movie first came out, the first one, I didn't know what to expect. I was a young kid. I went to the movies to see this, and it left a big impression on me, to the point where I bought the comic. You know how they back then, I don't know if they probably still do it now. They have the comics. They take the movie and put it in comic book form and they sell it. Well, they used to do that back then. I don't know if they do it now.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Straight up
the screenshots. Yeah, the screenshots from the movie and put it in comic.
No. They actually drew the movie into a comic book form with Michael Keaton's face. This was Batman.
Okay.
Batman and Batman 1 and 2. It was like the comic book came to life when I saw this movie. The music, Michael Keaton as Batman, the Joker, and then part 2 with Danny DeVito, the Penguin, and Catwoman. Seeing Catwoman for the first time on screen like that.
Yeah.
That was memorable for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, for sure.
It was crazy seeing her there. I wanted more of her. Like, everybody was like, "Whoa, Michelle Pfeiffer did that? Like, that wasn't done. Like, that's crazy."
Right.
The way she did it. I mean, everybody else, Eartha Kitt, everybody else had their style, but she did her own thing. I loved it. And number 1, I always say this movie, this movie raised the bar for me of what a superhero movie should be, especially origin story. I think it did a great job with a very difficult character to have on screen, which is Man of Steel. Man of Steel is my favorite comic book movie of all time because it is the Superman that I've always wanted to see. I respect the Christopher Reeve ones. I love the Christopher Reeve ones. I like the Brandon Routh one. Superman Returns. I actually like that film. Bryan Singer did that. He did X-Men and stuff like that. And First Class. I liked Superman Returns. I liked the story. I liked the vibe. I thought Superman Returns was great. But Man of Steel, to me, it's like watching. It's like grabbing a bunch of toys and just playing with them in a city. What they did with It's like when you're playing with toys, you destroy everything,
Right.
because these are gods. And I think that movie
Sure.
emphasized and encompassed what it's like if Superman were to go toe to toe with another Kryptonian. It would be destruction. It would be chaos. And I think the way Henry Cavill played Superman, an alien that wasn't like, hey, I'm here, guys, love me, I'm cool. He was unsure. He didn't trust anybody. He didn't even want to be Superman. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of just like whatever, and he just, the way he did it, when he finally realized that he wanted to be Superman, he went all in. That scene where he learned how to fly, just YouTube that scene. Superman takes flight. From the music, the cinematography, the special effects, his face, the acting, the emotion. Just Google that. Just YouTube that scene, man, when he first starts to fly. Those are the important scenes in a hero's journey. When Spider-Man takes his first swing,
Right.
and and he's flipping and he's doing all this stuff. When Batman, he goes out on his first night and he beats his first criminal. Those are important turning points in a superhero's life. And I think the way Superman started flying and the way his Jor-El was narrating, like, man, you're gonna fall, you're gonna fail, but it's okay. You're gonna be the light. All this stuff that his dad was just instilling in him. He kept thinking of that, and it's true. It's real. I felt that. Like, that was when you're down and out. That's what you do. You look to inspirational quotes or somebody that you look up to. And though he didn't know his dad that much, he understands why his dad did what he did. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to carry that on. But anyways, Man of Steel, number one.
That makes me want to go back and watch that movie. That movie was good. And the Batman 1 and 2. Because those movies, just the style, the filter of the movie, I don't know, man. It's different, man. You don't get movies that look like that. I don't know.
No. It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's timeless.
I don't know how to explain. Yeah, you're right.
It's time. If you watch the making of those movies, if you find them, they're on YouTube. It's crazy. It's timeless. I mean, they didn't have all the technology we have now,
right?
And they pulled it off, man. And they just made it timeless. You can watch those movies today, and still be entertained, and even, yeah, man. The Superman Returns. Let me tell you, Superman Returns is a good movie. Have you seen it, Trav? You've seen it?
Yeah, of course.
Superman Returns. I saw it in IMAX, in Miami. I took my mom to see it. I'll never forget, because we hadn't seen a proper Superman movie. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going?
What's goody?
We hadn't had a proper Superman movie in so long.
Right.
And what Bryan Singer did with that movie, man, Superman having a son, and it continued the Christopher Reeve vibe, the Richard Donner vibe into that. I thought it was a good tribute to Donner. I wish we could have had more. I think it was a great movie. I think people could go back and see that. And it was just a fun, loving movie. It wasn't like Green Lantern tried to do that, but it just didn't work. Green Lantern just didn't work. For many reasons. And it wasn't Ryan Reynolds. I think it was just, yeah, that part right there. I mean, just the part with the plane going down, that whole struggle, because they thought about physics. They thought about Superman's not just gonna grab the plane and put it down. No, something's falling like that, and it's that heavy. And somebody tries to grab it. He's so strong, he's gonna break it. Like little things like that. Not yet. I will see the Northman this I knew he was gonna come in and say that. I was waiting for it. That was like his cue. Yes, I'm gonna see the Northman. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna see it here at home. I'm just gonna rent it or whatever, buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I usually know when I'm gonna buy a movie, whether it's gonna be part of my collection. I just go ahead and buy. I don't even bother renting. I am gonna go see it. But anyways, it's a good list, man.
2 hours and 17 minutes, man. That Northman movie better be good, man.
I heard it's phenomenal. It
better be good. No, the reviews look good. I'm definitely my cup of tea.
The director is very good. He's done some really good movies. He has a good resume. Obviously, the star, I have faith. It has a good cast. Nicole Kidman. Oh yeah, I can't wait. That's next on my list. I'm probably gonna see that this weekend. So I'll have a review next week. So I would have seen Top Gun, then I'll see The Northman, and then that'll be my weekend. Then whatever special things are going on Netflix, Paramount Plus, that we'll probably end up talking about too.
All right,
but yeah, man. So that's pretty much what we got.
We got a long weekend too, Memorial Day weekend. So
yeah,
I definitely can squeeze The Northman in there for sure.
I think it's gonna be great. I think we should all watch it and really do
I'll watch it.
Yes, I want to see. I started watching the Hyperion. Started watching the Hyperions. I want to see it. I love it. Great vibe. I do want to see the Prairie movie with Gina Carano. That's not out yet. And I know there's Shut In. I don't think I can watch Shut In. It hits too hard. And I don't know if they have another one. I think they have another one coming up. But yeah, I've been watching some Daily Wire movies too. Yeah, Skarsgård. We're disappointed in the Batman.
I wouldn't say disappointed.
What, the new one with Pattinson? I loved it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Lex loved it. I don't think it was like the best Batman movie in my.
Oh no
opinion,
no.
But it was like, okay. I guess I want to see more. I guess I need to see more. Because it's like an origin story in a sense,
it's in the conversation to me as the top Batman movies. It's in the conversation for sure. I thought it was well done. I think for what
has everybody seen it? Can we talk about one spoiler that I just can't? Has everybody seen it in this chat? I really just want to hear what Lex has to say about this part.
Before you say that. No, go ahead, because mine is probably related. Go ahead.
The part that just, that
spoiler alert.
The part that had me, I guess a little off was the whole part when they took down, going blank. What's the villain of the movie? Riddler.
Well, there's several.
They took down Riddler.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like he just gave himself up. Like, oh, come get me.
Yeah, he planned that.
He planned it, but it was just
he
like
wanted to see Batman.
Right. I was just like, this whole time, this is what we're doing here. I get the twist. When they had that whole conversation inside the jail, I get where the twist was, because you're supposed to be like, oh, he was doing this because of that.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit me as I think it should have hit me. It just was like,
every time he kept
really?
saying Bruce.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Oh God, no. Not already? Already, dog? Year 1, year 2? Already?
Already.
Batman's been doing this shit for like 20, 40, 50, 60 years. And
what you do? Set out the wrong tweet? Like, what you do?
Yeah, Joker had to kill Robin to get it out of him.
God damn. Now. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it is what it is, man. To me, I don't think anything could top The Dark Knight, man. I could watch that movie over and over and over. It's like a cheat code.
Yeah. The Dark Knight trilogy, I would say, because I love The Dark Knight Rises. I don't think The Dark Knight Rises gets enough love.
That's the one with Bane?
Yes.
Bane. Oh my God.
I think Bane out of the whole trilogy, man, Bane to me was amazing. Just as good as the Joker, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Yes.
It's just a different vibe.
They're like right here. Bane, that
but
voice.
I don't think he gets enough credit. I don't think Tom Hardy gets enough credit for playing Bane. And I don't think that movie gets enough credit, because that movie did something that only I would like to say I don't think Avengers Endgame. Maybe Avengers. I have to see Avengers Endgame again. I only saw Avengers Endgame once. I have to see it again. So excluding Avengers Endgame, because I have to see it again. I think Dark Knight Rises did something that no other superhero movie did prior, which was the villain won for 70% of the movie.
Yes.
The villain won. The whole movie, Bane won the whole movie.
Yeah, he had Batman in depression. He was depressed. He was in a
Batman was
hole.
broken, depressed, and in a hole. So the whole movie, the villain of the story was in charge. All you were seeing was chaos in Gotham.
Yep.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, no. What other movie has done
Come
that?
True and Sputnik. Why does Sputnik sounds familiar to me?
That's the satellite, man. The Russian satellite.
Okay, definitely gonna put that in my list right now.
Tom Hardy destroyed it. There are scenes in there. Just he doesn't even speak sometimes. The physicality, the way he walks. Just look at that film again, guys. Go back and watch The Dark Knight Rises. I know The Dark Knight with Joker is amazing, but Tom Hardy deserves just as much credit, man. He did an amazing job as Bane. Prior to that, you know what Bane we had? We had Burn, Bomb.
Oh yeah.
Bomb.
Yeah, with Poison Ivy and shit.
At least we had Jack Nicholson, which was an amazing Joker. At least we had that, you know, to before on screen. You know,
stream it or skip it. Look at that.
But what Tom Hardy did with Bane, man, Bane was a laughing stock. If it wasn't for the Batman animated series, people wouldn't respect Bane. You know what I'm saying? Because in the animated series, that was the Bane animated series.
Yeah,
was like
Silver Sky got a whole bucket list for us to watch. Hold on, man.
Oh, I'm gonna have him on one day.
Yeah, Silver Sky, man. You got time, man.
Running Scared is the shit. Running Scared is the shit. Billy Crystal, Gregory Hines, Jimmy Smits as the villain. That was a fucking great movie, man. Have you seen that movie, Trav? Buddy, it was a buddy cop movie, but here's the thing with this movie, which shines through, and I don't know what other movie did this. No, the underground one. Oh, you mean the railroad one? The one with Paul Walker? Is that the one with Paul Walker?
Yeah, Paul. I googled Running Scared, and it was Paul Walker that showed up with a kid.
No, the one I'm thinking of is the old school one.
Came out in 2006.
And Billy Crystal. That's a buddy. It's a buddy cop comedy movie.
Oh yeah, Running Scared, 1986. Two streetwise Chicago cops.
Yeah. The reason why I love that movie so much is because those two guys were best friends. Well, Gregory Hines passed away, but they were best friends in real life, and you can see that in the movie.
That's funny, Gabe.
Like the way they were acting. Remember, they were like comedians, and
right.
I mean, just the chemistry between those two on screen, it was real.
Right.
They're telling jokes. I bet you a lot of that was ad-libbed because it was just
most
so
of the time,
natural.
Yeah. You could
tell. It was just like you walk in and you're like, oh, yeah. I know the Paul Walker one. I heard that was very good. I think I've seen it. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures, like the little screenshots, and I'm like, I kind of think I've seen this, but I might need a refresher because I swear I saw all Paul Walker's movies. So I mean,
pretty much every version of Bane, but the one in the Bomb, whatever. Was that the George Clooney one or the Val Kilmer one? I think it was the George Clooney one. God, those Batman movies were a mess. See, that's the thing. That's why I also so many Batman movies, and to get it right, this Batman movie got it right in the sense that it was a good Batman movie, and considering everything I had to go through, the Twilight guy got cast, which I'm telling you guys,
I don't think that was the problem. I just
I know.
Like the villain, like you just named Bane.
Originally, that was the issue, and I remember correctly. I've said it on this show. Yeah. Robert Pattinson is an incredible actor. He's overqualified. Everybody just knows him as a Twilight guy. I've never seen the Twilight movies. I've only seen him in other movies. You know what I'm saying?
So you got different.
I have a different perspective on that. I never saw Twilight movies. I wasn't interested. You know, I stayed away from those. I wasn't interested. So my perspective of Robert Pattinson was like Lighthouse and the one in space where he's by himself, and not Dumbo, the Greatest Show on Earth. I think he did with Hugh Jackman. I remember me. Yes. That's the Robert Pattinson I'm used to seeing. I've never seen Twilight, so I don't have that reference. Just like when Heath Ledger was cast as Joker originally, nobody wanted the Brokeback Mountain guy. And I've said that.
And
that's all people were saying.
I never watched Brokeback Mountain.
Neither did I.
So
But
when
I
I
knew what it was
when
about.
I watched the movie, I didn't even know what Brokeback Mountain was about until after I watched the movie, and they're like, "Oh, he was in this movie," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I didn't put one and one together. Like,
Yeah, I was
dude is my
watching Heath
favorite
Ledger
Joker. He's my favorite Joker.
in the Night movie, and I was watching him in so many movies. I mean, he just had very odd. He was everywhere. You couldn't really pigeonhole. He had 10 things, Everything I Hate About You, or How to Make Everybody Hate You. One of those movies, old school comedies in the 90s.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain yet.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about it. I've been wanting to see it. I've seen clips, but it's. I know it was when it came out. It was like everywhere.
Yeah.
I was still
like
watching.
Seabiscuit.
Yeah, like Seabiscuit. The movie everybody saw but me. Tobey Maguire and Seabiscuit. I didn't know what the hell.
Bro, I remember going to the
teenager,
movie theater.
You don't want to see something called
right.
Seabiscuit.
I went to the movie theater at young teenager, and all I saw was a bunch of, when you go to movies at night, it's usually a young crowd. Mm-hmm. But this was the first night I went there, and it was a bunch of older folks, and they was in they was out there in droves. And you might know this movie theater, Alexis. You're from down south. This was the movie theater down in Fort Lauderdale area that looked like a palace next to I-95.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's called the Palace.
It's the Palace.
Yes, that's the movie theater I used to go to as a kid.
It had like an Egyptian vibe. Yeah,
that's the one I used to go to, bro.
That theater. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. That is probably the best looking theater. I don't know who came up with the design. Let's make a theater look like a pyramid, like Egypt. Yeah. Like, that thing was just so crazy looking.
Yeah,
but that's how it is in LA.
Yeah,
like they have theaters that
they had like a go-kart place next door nearby.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Yes,
down south, baby.
That's a great movie theater. I remember that theater very well because when I first went there, I was just like, wow, I
watched the first Fast and the Furious there. I forgot
what I went to watch.
Dad used to just take us there. We just always watched the big movies there. If there was a big movie, we took the drive to go there. Because we lived in the Palm Beach area, so it was like a 30, 40-minute drive.
Yeah, my theaters were Aventura, Dolphin Mall, Aventura, and then when I was
Mr. and Mrs. Flicks Brown was good.
And I was in when I was living in South Beach, I would go to that theater. Yeah. I would take the trip.
Yeah. If you know, man.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
You can't miss it on 95, man. You can't miss it, bro.
You can't miss it. That thing's lit up.
Yeah.
Lit up. I can't. Oh my God, man! Somebody else that knows a good movie theater. Because I haven't seen one here yet.
That's like I haven't seen one close to that in that realm.
No, there's most of these theaters look identical. Yeah. Here. I'm sure they're out here.
Yeah.
And we'll find them. But anyways, yeah. So other than that, man, I really don't have anything. I know.
Yeah, I'm good.
For recommendations, I recommend what is this? Watching down the street races.
Yeah, if you know, like when that Fast and the Furious hit, that first one hit.
Yeah,
the streets was alive.
Yeah, I was driving at the time. Thank God.
Same.
Because everybody. I mean, I was old enough to drive, so it was like, yeah. Everybody had that little.
Unfortunately, right after that movie, a lot of kids was wrapping their cars around telephone poles. Unfortunately, that was a crazy time.
Yeah, the first Fast and the Furious, it was nothing like it. That's why it's still here. They know it's riding off that. But let me tell you, when that movie came out, we saw it in the theater with my whole crew, and that was just magic. That was just like, oh my God, they did a movie about cars and racing?
It got bad. Yeah, it got bad. It was in the news. It was bad. It was a thing. It was a thing.
It was a thing. Yeah, it was a thing. It was. I remember all the special reports at night.
Yeah.
And I knew some of the spots because I had friends that did that, and I was like, man,
my mom had a good stern talking with me. My dad had a good just for a movie, just because of a movie.
Yep.
If they only knew I drove like an old man. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Silver Sky, man, we need you on the show, man. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, we'll get him. I'm gonna
Alexis DMs.
I'm
You'll
gonna do
orchestrate
a segment. I'm gonna do a segment. What was I gonna call it? Listener recommended or something like that. Something. We'll do something.
Yeah, everybody
sure.
wanted a Honda Civic. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, man, that was.
But I guess weekend picks, right?
Yeah, weekend
Or
picks. What do you got?
recommendation.
What do you got?
I don't know if you're gonna say the same thing, man. It's only two things that I know I want people to watch this weekend with me is Obi and Stranger Things. That's it. We've been waiting for Stranger Things. This is either gonna make me really, really happy or really, really sad. So I just hope that it's on all cylinders and I'm really, really happy next week. I hope I come in here like
It's next week, right?
It comes out this Friday.
This Friday, yeah.
This Friday.
Yeah, that's
And
one of my
Obi.
favorite. That's
Obi
one of my
gets
favorite.
2 episodes out the gate.
It does. That's true. Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows of all time. It hit the spot for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
I can't. I don't know. I'm excited. I can't wait. It feels like it's been forever.
Yeah, it does. I'm literally gonna probably go watch a Stranger Things in 10 minutes. You know, I'm gonna have to watch one of those before I boot up. I even had I was telling my girl, I'm like, hey, do you want to do the little watch the 10 minutes of Stranger? She's like, she's blurring off the end of Stranger Things like it was yesterday. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that even happened. It's been so long. But she still remembers. She's on board, so we good.
Yeah, I remember what's happening. I remember what's happening, and people had a lot of. I remember people had a lot of theories during the finale.
Yeah.
So I got I got Strange New Worlds, and yeah, I gotta say, dive into that Obi-Wan and Stranger Things. I mean, I don't think there's anything else right now.
Unless you're going to the theaters, Top Gun.
Yeah, unless you're going to theaters, which I am, Top Gun. There's really nothing. If you're a fan of these shows, be ready because I think Obi-Wan is. I'm anticipating.
It's gonna set
Obi-Wan.
The tone. Yeah.
And if they have 2 episodes, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're not gonna need the Mandalorian to save this one.
Oh no, God no.
They're not gonna need it.
I'm still upset they did the mouse did Boba so nasty. I'm gonna take a shot, bitch. Oh my God.
If you know, you know.
Oh jeez, Halo.
Key.
You mean the
stop.
show? The show we do not mention. The show we do not mention.
I'm gonna get through it one day. I think all the episodes are out now. I think so. And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna power through that thing.
Nope. Unless they show Homegirl again, half nude. I'm not interested.
Oh, you're.
She's hot.
No, I get you.
But the show is not.
Yeah, even Silver Sky said us. It's not.
Listen,
she's hot.
Let me tell you the moment. Okay. I'm a Halo fan. I love Halo. I've been playing Halo forever. Explain this to me, and I want Paramount. I want somebody from Paramount to see this, and I'm going to email them this clip. Look at me. How can you have a show named Halo, okay, and have, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 3 straight episodes with the Master Chief not firing around, carrying around a suitcase. 3 straight episodes of Master Chief without firing around, carrying a suitcase from spaceport to wherever the heck he was going. How? He didn't fire around for 3. I thought it was like a joke thing. They were like, oh, let's mess with the audience.
He's a detective.
Let's mess with the audience and see if they're hungry enough. He didn't fire a shot. This is a game that's a first-person shooter. This game is a first-person shooter. How? How is that possible? He's carrying around a suitcase for 3 episodes straight. I don't understand. That's when I checked out. I was like, you know what?
Silver Sky, you are a smart man. That's all I got to say, Silver. You are a smart man.
Okay, I heard about this. I don't know who he did. I don't know what happened.
What?
Yeah, he had sex with someone.
Oh, in the show?
Yeah.
With the suit on?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've seen him more with the suit off. I mean, the girls are getting something, you know.
Oh,
we
God.
got a little preview of
Oh
something
gosh.
in the second episode. It's like, please, guys, stay,
Yeah.
stay. Nothing's gonna happen, but just stay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think one of my coworkers said it best. Shout out to Matt. He said he does. What's the girl's name that's with him that he risked everything for? He just came up to me. He's a big Halo fan. Big Halo fan. And he was like, "Yo, I don't care about this girl. Why did they keep putting this girl there? Nobody cares about her.
Nobody cares. Her whole village got slaughtered in episode 1, and no one cared.
No, nobody mentioned it anymore. She has to like remind people, my village, my village. Hi, I'm here. So he risked everything for somebody nobody cares about. I can go on. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I can do it.
We don't want to get canceled by the Xbox community, man.
No,
I mean they don't even talk about it, but it is what it is. But
I guess if it makes sense, it makes sense. Good
for sure.
him. I'm glad a gun was fired.
Not the right gun, but a gun.
A gun was fired. At least a round went off.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to go out my dog.
I had to correct myself. A round did go off. Anyways. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Good,
all right, guys.
Good
So
to know,
thank you
Keith.
guys for joining us as usual. Shout out to the most lovable.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Long live Biggs.
We'll be here tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow. As you can see, I'm looking crispy. Looking real
New
crispy.
tech.
New tech. You know, I've been working
New
behind
Tech
the scenes. I
Lex.
got some stuff coming up. New Tech Lex. I like that. Got some stuff coming up. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull it off.
All right.
Things are calming down on the home front. They're a bit more consistent. My little girl, man, she thinks she's a teenager.
I was gonna say she's walking and all
She's
that, right?
one. Yeah, she's standing, taking one step, and you know, she's almost there.
Yeah, but once both feet hit the ground.
Yeah, it's over. She wants to though. She's ready to go.
Oh,
thanks
God.
everybody. Silver Sky, Gabe, Keem.
Oh yeah.
Brian.
The whole community, baby.
The whole community. Thank you guys. We do this for you. It's also fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow we got PSMBS live. Hopefully the whole crew. Hopefully we'll have a reunion.
Yep.
It's been a minute, but yeah, other than
them
that,
should be there.
Cool.
Yeah, we out of here.
See you guys. We out of here.
Yeah.